Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. This is the mid-August or whenever you feel drawn to watch it reading because, like I explained in my last video, all readings are timeless. But I will be reading it as mid-August and you can adjust the timing to whenever you watch this because energy is timeless. And I want to thank you guys for subscribing and liking and sharing. It really helps my channel grow. So, thank you. Also, if you would like a private reading, you can go to my website at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. Thank you. All right, here we have 3 piles of cards. Group 1, I see you vibrating at clear, true blue. Group 2, you are vibrating at red. And group 3, you are vibrating at green. Take a moment to feel within yourself, see what color you feel you are vibrating at right now. Click on the timestamp for your group in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, Group 1. If you pick this clear blue color, this kind of sea blue color, this is your reading. So what's interesting was that when I saw you guys vibrating at this clear blue color, there was a certainty to it. So the feeling that I was getting from it was like, oh, these people, they know what they're talking about. They know there's like a knowingness, a certainty, a stability kind of like to your energy, right? So it's so interesting when the first card came out, fork in the road, and I'm like, that's not certainty. That's kind of like a confusion or like needing to make a decision or something like that, right? So then, as the other cards came out, I don't usually read in. I don't keep my cards in reverse. I usually keep them all in upright, but if any card comes out in reverse for any reason, then I just read it that way. And the magician like popped out of the deck when I was shuffling and it popped out in reverse. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I began to, and then the other cards came out, strength, the world, the sun, and actually the sun came out. The way that came out was I was finished picking, the 3 cards from that deck, and I was moving the rest of the deck over to the side, and then the sun just fell out, and then I'm like, okay, that's for them too. I'll take it, right? And there's like 2 different energies going on here. There's one where there's like conflict, like in the 5 of Wands on the second row, and in the fork in the road, and then also in the magician reverse, right? But then all the rest of the cards, actually the strength, the world, and the sun are like really positive energy. It was that clear blue that I was seeing you guys in, right? And then the rest of the 2, the surrendering to the journey, release control, and the 6 of swords, those are the same card. Look at it. It's like people in a boat, right? Those are the same message where it's like release control, you're moving to a better place, you're surrendering to the journey, you're releasing whatever conflicting energies that you have in your space that's making you indecisive or confused or feeling like you're not the magician, where you don't have control over the situation. Because the truth is, like, your spirit energy is vibrating at this strong, like, I hold the world in my hands, like a really, really good, solid, strong energy. And whatever it is that how you're not feeling like you're in that really strong place, just know that in the real truth, the core of you, the magic is there. The knowingness, the certainty, the stability is there, but it's just a matter of you letting go of any conflicting thoughts about that. Like if you have doubts about yourself, or if you feel like you're lost in any way, and you just feel conflicted in any way, spirit is calling you to let go of how you view yourself in that way and let yourself come into your power, come into the magic that you have, and release control, surrender to the true power of who you really are. Because a lot of times I feel like as we're going through life, we kind of feel smaller than we actually are. Like we don't recognize the true core us, the inner us, the soul that's really there, that has all of the power, that is secure and is stable. And it's kind of easy to feel lost in the physical realm, in the physical world, and it's like, well, I'm not really like that, but kind of like not recognize that in ourselves. And this example that's coming up in my mind right now is like when I was doing psychic training, and these other readers were reading me, and they were all saying like, oh, you're so creative and you're so this, and I'm like, I am. I want to be, but I didn't recognize it in myself, but they saw it in me. And this was like multiple different people telling me at different times in different readings the same thing. So I knew they were all seeing something in me that I wasn't seeing in myself. And I feel like this is kind of the same situation here, because you are a magician and you are this really strong blue solid vibration, where things are good, things are happy, like in the sun, and you have the world, and it's like I just feel like a really strong sense of certainty in you, but I feel like maybe you're not recognizing that in yourself. And so at this time, spirit is calling you to release control, release those thoughts about yourself, and surrender to the bigness of who you are, the trueness of who you are. And I mean, I'm reading this for mid-August, and or whenever you're watching this, but it goes beyond just like, the next 2 weeks. This is like a journey, your spiritual journey, your life journey. The in Within the Five of Wands, I'm seeing something, the conflict. It looks like you might be bothered by the conflict in the world right now. I don't necessarily see this as conflict like individual and specific to you in your life. You just might be looking out into the world, watching the news or whatever, and just feeling conflicted by like, oh my gosh, there's so much, horrible stuff going on, and having that making you feel lost and confused in your life. And so spirit is just letting you know, s- surrender to the bigger goodness of that, because the strife or whatever that's going on in the world, there's a bigger okayness, or a bigger all is wellness that is going on, that is bigger than whatever's happening, that's conflicting in the world right now. Okay, and that shows up in the world and the sun right next to each other. And spirit is calling you to tune into that inner strength of yours, to trust in, like people talk about positive thinking and faith and all of that right now. And it might sound overused, but it's true, like you have to focus your mind and your energy on the bigger picture, the bigger goodness that is there, that extends beyond what's happening right now and what's physical, because in the non-physical is way bigger than physical. And you just have to remember that as you are a human consciousness in the physical body and on the physical realm, at the same time, you are also this bigger spirit. And you literally have the world in the palm of your hands. Like if you look at the world card, that person holding the world, that's your spirit holding your reality in the palm of your hand, right? And I think it's significant that the sun card popped out at the end to say, hey, this punctuates the end of this message, that everything is good. It's the sun, it's the happiness, it's all is well, everything is good. and to surrender to that, surrender to the goodness that is the bigger picture. All right, so that is your reading for mid-August 2020, or whenever you watch this video. If you enjoyed this reading, please click like, thumbs up, and share this video with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 2. If you picked this red color, this reading is for you. When I was looking at the energy that you're vibrating at, you showed up as a pink wanting to be the red, and I feel like red is like the your true goal color, the true you color. That it's this reading has a becoming kind of progression to it. So, and there's a really strong female feminine vibration through this reading. So I feel like a lot of you, if not all of you, are probably in female bodies. And I'm also getting a kind of like starting out in the world, wanting to, like a female entrepreneur at the beginnings of stage, or like wanting to step into your career, like, but you're not quite reaching your goals yet. Like you have goals and you're beginning and you're wanting to get there and really step into your confidence, step into your true self. And the really biggest, strongest message is like about encouragement. I feel like you want encouragement for where you are right now and where you're going. Okay. So the first card, Yin, that feminine, receptive, female vibration that I was feeling. Opening yourself up to receiving the goodness, receiving the strength of you, the all that you have created for yourself in energetic form, and receiving it and having it manifested into the physical realm. And I think that's where you're kind of getting caught, like where things you're having trouble having things manifest into the physical, like because in the To the Moon and Back, that's like a dreamy, that's like the pink color that I was seeing you, the the not quite fulfilled, not quite manifested energy is still dreamy and in energy form, whereas the gardener is more like the actual building of it, the more earthy, manifested form of it. And in the middle of building, not completed, but like starting to lay roots, starting to sprout growth. In the next card, everything is always working out for me. So this is the encouragement. This is like totally the encouragement. I'm going to read the back of it. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is that you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The things that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. So, yeah, any place that you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like I'm not where I want to be yet, or I'm feeling so small when I feel like I could be so big, or, it's really having, Spirit is showing me this picture of like It's so good for you to have this huge picture of yourself, of where you want to be, and focusing on that and not focusing so much on, but I'm not there yet, or, like, how do I get there? Or, because I'm seeing how you're viewing yourself as this small thing, and then there's this huge thing that you want to become, that you want to achieve, and that distance. And that's what this card is talking about. Like, that distance is only about what is there that is so right, and then how you're feeling about your placement in terms of, like, maybe you have a timeline that you feel like you're on, where that thing feels so far away or something like that, right? And this encouragement that they're saying is talking about, like, you're okay where you are. Like, it's where you are has value to where you're gonna be, and to count your blessings. That's your next card, Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch. Count your blessings. And I feel like in the little ghost girl that's on this picture, look at her sad face. Like, you're in this pink vibration, not this kind of like becoming vibration, and you're feeling sad about where you are. And Spirit is saying, like, you have this amazing, amazing goal and this amazing, amazing dream. And it's like, be so happy about that, because that's where you're going. Like, don't be sad about where you are, and enjoy your journey along the way while you're building your way there. Sanctuary, the next card, with a calm, focused mind and enjoyment of each moment. Underline, underline, enjoyment of each moment. You create your very own sanctuary. And it's to really love the wholeness of you, because the wholeness of you includes the beginning, includes the stage where you are right now. The wholeness of you is not just the end product or the end goal, right? You are a full being, you are a full experience, the whole process from beginning to forever, because there is no end. You are infinite. And enjoy this new beginning. Look, you're stepping out into the world, and look how strong she looks, right? And even though you're not where you want to be yet, you can be strong now. You can be adventurous. You can be all of the good things that you are right now. Count your blessings. Count all of the good things at this beginning stage, the excitement. Okay, I'm gonna use a sex metaphor. Foreplay is as good as orgasm. Some people might disagree with that, but if you look at the whole experience of it, yeah. So enjoy the foreplay. So, Four of Cups, yeah, this is like you kind of not really recognizing the blessings that are there in this stage of where you are right now. But I'm just seeing that tree in this picture as it's this thing that's solid, that's good, that's like growing. It's next to you in this picture, but it's you. It's you're growing, and that growth, you have to appreciate that growing process, and then the flourishing and the becoming. And another message that I'm receiving from this Four of Cups or Four of Chalices is to meditate, to really clear your mind of, any criticism, like self-criticism you might have about where you are, and just let that go and clear your mind and tune into your true self and come back into your sanctuary. Okay, so that is your reading for mid-August 2020, or whenever you watch this reading. And if you enjoyed this reading, please click like, thumbs up, and share this video with your friends and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you pick the green color, this is your reading. And when I saw your color, I'm like, oh, you guys are the happy group. And I also get like you guys, like there's a spiritual vibe to this group too. So your first card that came out is protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. That was what gave me the spiritual vibe, along with the next actually the next few cards. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. And look, oh look, it's green. And the back of the card says, you are living in the time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realization that what they have been seeking is not a change in the behavior of others or in the world outside of them over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with Source over which they have complete control. You see how the next card has like the fates, like she has control over what she's creating. So yeah, I feel like this group, you guys are coming to the place where maybe you guys are consciously on your spiritual path, and I believe you are. Yeah, maybe you work with angels, or you're an angel yourself, like you have angelic energy around you, and or you work with angels. Those are the words that I'm hearing. You work with angels. And you guys understand that things are about energy, and that it's not about the outside world. It's about you generating your vibration, which creates your outer reality. Like I feel like you guys understand that you have control over your own fate. Yeah, you understand that whole process of the law of attraction, of deliberate creation, and all of that. If you look at the fates and the Queen of Pentacles next to it, it's like you see how they're both like the two figures. They're each holding something in their hand. And in the fates, you're holding the dream, the energetic form of it. And then in the Queen of Pentacles, you have manifested it into the physical realm. Okay? So you guys are there, like in that, understanding that process. And also, I want to say you're at that borderline where you're really getting into your true power, where you're understanding the kind of like thinking in the 3D or 4D realm, and then moving on to the non-physical, spiritual, like coming into your power. Right there, you're at that border, and moving on to really coming into your power, to your spiritual power and energetic power. Because I see like the Ten of Swords is the end of you thinking only in terms of the physical time-space reality, and then the Tower is that spiritual awakening, that change of, oh my gosh, this is how it really works. I understand energy. If you're right in the midst of the Tower, where you're still being shaken up by your beliefs or something like that, and not quite steady yet, don't worry, you're getting there, because next comes Ace of Wands. That's the new beginning. That's like the inspiration. That's like oh my gosh, I got my magic wand. I got the power. I have the staff. And so I feel like you guys are just right in that area where you're ending this belief system and moving on to your coming into your power, that belief system. Yeah, I mean, since I'm reading a group, I feel like there's a range of you. So some of you might be at the tail end, and then others of you might have just crossed into to the other side of really knowing who you are. And your spirit wants you to know that your spirit and your spirit team, your angels, and they're watching you through this process, and they're encouraging you, and they're with you during this process. The next card, luck. With a clear direction of what you want to achieve, you're summoning energies that bring good luck. So that's awesome. And then next to it, energy. With limitless energy, you'll achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. So I feel like, yeah, especially in like the second line where there's a progression of like ending something, there's a big change, and then like the beginning of something, and then you're coming into this new energy of luck and energy. And spirit is calling you to especially like under in the luck card where it says with clear direction. That's what you want to do. You want to focus with that Ace of Wand. Focus your energy in the direction of where you're going, and then like there's the momentum of where you're going and what you want to create will build up, and you will really really start to have your dreams turn into reality. Have your the non-physical manifest into the physical. And the last card that came out for you was the Four of Wands, and celebration. Everything is good, stability. Like you're gonna get to this point where, like I was talking about, there's a range of you. Some of you might be just ending the beliefs of just physical realm and coming into believing in the non-physical and owning your power in the non-physical. Like the Four of Wands talks about, you're going to get to the point where there's going to be stability. Like if you're going through the tower right now where things are still shaking up and you don't have like sure footing yet, you are going to get to the place where there is sure footing, and you're going to celebrate. Okay, so wherever you are on that journey, you're in this journey, and it's all good. Everything is all good. One other thing that I'm seeing in the my relationships will change when my vibration changes. In that card, if you look at that picture, you'll see these little vibration lines next to the figure's ears, and also at the front of the forehead. I feel like some of you are coming into your psychic powers. Like you'll start hearing energy, hearing sounds or voices, maybe, or maybe even seeing images. That's part of the process too. Enjoy that. So that looks really cool. And then there's also like the manifestation from the hand, the energy in the hand. So that's really cool. I'm excited for you. Anybody who's going through this process of spiritual awakening, spiritual becoming, some parts of it may feel scary. This is the message that I'm getting from Spirit. Some parts of it may feel scary, everything, and they're wanting you to know everything is okay. All right. You will get to the point where things will clear up, and you'll get to the Four of Wands where there's stability. Okay. So, yeah. Cool. Awesome. So that's your reading for mid-August 2020, and also whenever you're watching this reading, whenever you feel drawn to this message. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please click like and share this video with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? And I will see you next time. Bye!